After months of anticipation, countless teaser rewatches and sky-high expectations, I have finally seen 28 Years Later, my most anticipated horror film of 2025. I've been waiting all year for this one, and now that it's finally here, I can safely say there's a lot to unpack. Here are my thoughts.
Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
The story plays like a haunting blend of a coming-of-age drama, the gritty horror of the original film, and the social realism you'd expect from a Ken Loach feature. I had no idea going in that our main character would be a young child, but honestly, it worked really well. Seeing post-apocalyptic Britain through a child's eyes gave the film a fresh, emotional perspective. It was fascinating to witness how little progress Britain has made since the outbreak of the rage virus. A bleak but believable continuation of the world we saw in 28 Days Later. Garland once again proves his strengths as a screenwriter with a grounded, layered script. This really feels like the year of legendary directors returning to form, and Danny Boyle absolutely delivers. His direction is gritty, grounded and atmospheric, a return to the visual and emotional intensity of his earlier work. You'd never guess his last film was a Richard Curtis rom-com. This is the Boyle horror fans have been waiting for. Anthony Dod Mantle's cinematography is, without a doubt, my favourite of the year so far. Famously shot on iPhone, the film uses the format in bold and experimental ways. Some shots are absolutely stunning and really heighten the immersive experience. While the editing mostly works and helps narrative flow, there are a few choppy cuts, and I think some of the stock footage they use could have been left out without affecting the story.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Now, I do wish composer John Murphy had returned. His iconic music helped define the tone of the first two films, and his absence is definitely felt. That said, Young Fathers stepped in with a score that's moody, atmospheric and fitting. It complements the film well and adds a unique musical identity. As for the cast, there may be no returning characters, but the new lineup fits perfectly. Alfie Williams delivers a phenomenal breakout performance. He carries the film with maturity and heart beyond his years. Jodie, Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Ralph Fiennes all deliver strong, grounded performances that support Williams wonderfully.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
Alright, let's get the elephant out of the room and talk about the ending.
Wow. Okay. You know what? First of all, wow. All right, I can't even...
While it didn't ruin the film for me, the reference to a very controversial figure from British history felt unnecessary and frankly uncomfortable. I understand what the filmmakers were trying to do, and I appreciate how it ties back to the opening and sets up the next film, The Bone Temple. I even loved seeing one of my favourite actors make a surprise cameo. But the way they handled the reference left a sour taste in my mouth. With something that loaded, it needed more thorough context or should have been saved for the sequel. As it stands, it just fell out of place, and personally, I would just cut out the film entirely. Before I dive into my final thoughts on 28 Years Later, I just want to remind you guys to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright on Flix, and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Have you seen 28 Years Later? Or what did you think to it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, especially about the ending. Did it work for you, or did it make you feel off as it did for me? Let's talk about it. Anyway, back to the video.
But I want it now!
Overall, 28 Years Later is a visually stunning film that stands out thanks to its experimental cinematography, compelling story, strong characters, immersive score, excellent performances, and Danny Boyle's sharp direction. Whilst I wasn't entirely on board with the controversial ending, the film was absolutely worth the wait, and marks a true return to form for both Boyle and the franchise. For me, 28 Years Later gets a rating of a 9 out of 10. And a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm already hyped to see what Nia DaCosta brings to the table with the sequel. The Bone Temple, coming this January, and honestly, it's wild we don't have to wait that long for it.
Nice.
Anyway, thank you all for joining me on today's video by watching it. Please make sure you check out 28 Years Later and form your opinion. If you're new here, please make sure you check out all my past videos. and join me next time when I rank all 14 films directed by Danny Boyle himself. Until then, keep the chills alive, and as always, stay spooky.